Hi, everybody. It's Jane Johnston with the Bar Hill Group at Remax Close. And I thought I'd just do a little public service announcement today to talk to you about foreclosures. A lot of people feel that foreclosures are a deal, and I'm here to tell you they're not. So here's the process. When somebody lists a property, what happens normally is somebody else will write an offer and then it's accepted. You remove your conditions and then you purchase the property if all goes well. In a foreclosure, that's very different. So usually what happens in a foreclosure is somebody has missed a few payments or they owe money, somebody's put a lien on the property, and then they call in the loan. And right now what's happening generally is the first lender will be the one who will be calling in the loan. So you've maybe gone into financial difficulty and you've missed a payment or two, and so the bank calls you and says, what's going on? And you're like, oh, okay. And so normally you would just pay it off and then be no problem. However, what that does is it actually puts a little flag on your account. And so if it happens again, then the bank starts to wonder, what is the financial kind of solubility, I guess, of somebody? What is their ability to continue paying off their mortgage? And they may, what is called an issue foreclosure proceedings. So they would go to the court and they would ask for what's called an Order Nisi, which would mean that your place would then be placed into foreclosure. And you, as the owner, then become the tenant of the property, and the bank becomes the owner of the property. And then they assign a lawyer to sell the property, and the lawyer hires a realtor. So you can avoid all of this if you know that you're going to actually be going into financial difficulty by actually selling the property before it gets to the court proceedings. And the court will usually allow it to go through, and it's actually a way easier process. But the foreclosure process is a little more detailed. So you have the listing come on the market, and the reason why I'm talking to you about this today is because there's a really nice listing that just came on, and I've had a few people inquire about it. So anyway, you go and view the property, and I suggest you don't actually write on it if you're interested. Or if another offer comes in, you just let that offer go through. And once it's accepted, after they've removed their conditions, you will then be told when the court date is going to happen. And usually that's 2 or 3 weeks out. And in Victoria, it's on a Thursday morning. So then what you do is you submit a copy of the MLS sheet and your financing. You go to your mortgage broker and you get qualified to write an offer, and you will get an opportunity to go into court. And again, the first bid is presented, and then what's called the master of the court or the judge will then ask if anybody else wants to write an offer, and you submit your offers. And you get one kick at the can at this now. So everyone submits their best offer, and then they all go back to the judge. The judge or master of the court then makes a decision, and then the property's yours. So what do you have to do? You have to have your deposit in place. So you give it to your realtor. The realtor will then have a copy of that at the brokerage that it's being placed into trust. The second is you have to have an unconditional offer. So you can't have any conditions of inspection. You have to have had that all done beforehand. You have to understand that the property is being sold as is, where is, which means that you will not have the property cleaned up if it's a mess. Also, if the former owners are in there, they have to be given notice to move out. And they have to move out tout de suite. You also have no guarantee what the property is going to look like when you take possession. And sometimes if you have tenants in there who aren't particularly happy about selling, they can leave a real mess. So everybody is looking at foreclosures as a deal. It's not a deal. It's actually a very emotional process for the seller who's become the tenant. They've had to give up everything. And for the buyer, you have to be kind of analytical and really targeted in the way that you're going to be spending your money. But just understand that when you go to court, the price that it's accepted at may not be the price that it's going to sell at in the future, and that there may be more than just the first buyer offering on the property. So I hope that's clear as mud. if you have any questions, just message me. You can reach me at thebriarhillgroup@gmail.com. You can give me a call at 250-744-0775. And you can watch videos like this at briarhillgroup.com and vancouverislandtime.com, where we talk about neighborhoods and housing. If you want more information about what your house is worth in your neighborhood, let me know. All right, everybody, have a great day.